Hey everybody, welcome to the Wellness Garden Tool Shed. My name is Leah and I will be pulling the 10 cards for you today from the Guardian Angel Tarot deck right here. And, to see how this energy holds up for the day. It has been a wild weekend, has it not been? Kind of exciting though at the same time, right? All the people coming together and celebrating our freedom and all that good stuff. So that's fun, right? So, anyhow, and it was fairly safe for the most part. So let's see what the energy holds for this upcoming week of June 16th. Okay, so how this works is we have 10 cards and we have a situation, what the root of the problem is, what's for the higher good, what could be the energy we need to use in order to navigate through this day or this week. And also, do we like the energy that it's going that way? Because this is an energy reading. And when you have energy readings, yes, you can change the trajectory if you know how to do that. So that is why this is not necessarily a prediction, but it is an energy reading to guide you so you know how to navigate through this time. So while I'm shuffling the cards, don't forget to please like and subscribe as you're listening to this video. It really helps boost the channel, and I am trying to bring just some kind of positivity and empowerment to your life with this kind of stuff, because energy isn't everything and everything is an energy, including these cards, and that's how we get a collective reading. So here we go. All right. Oh, and I want to thank you all for the ones that have subscribed. I love seeing your comments and reading them, so please feel free to give me a shout out, whatever it is, just say hello. All right. So first card is situation, Ace of Abundance. All right. So this is about maybe starting a new job, maybe contemplating a new job, an inheritance, a money, a windfall, something coming your way, some kind of money. Money's always on my mind because, I'm kind of going through it. But this is actually a good card. It's like really a good time to start something new. And we're seeing a lot of stuff is kind of coming out new, right? We might have to do things a little different. This card was sticking out. So the block or the energy we need to use in order to start a new venture. So this is, it feels like you've already kind of started something and maybe you kind of stopped a little bit and you don't know where to begin. So this is telling you gotta kind of follow through. Following through is really a hard thing to do for most people, but when you've started something, you want to protect the fruits of your labor, and that's what this card is about. This is about not giving up. You were starting it, it's a good idea, but don't give up. Okay. And so let's see what the foundation, what are we starting, what brought this new start on? Nine of Abundance. Okay, so we got another nine. Okay, so Nine of Abundance is about being self-employed, especially in this kind of reading. So if you've started something and you're just not sure, maybe it was a side hustle, now it's kind of like, let's get this ball on the road, because you've started something new and this is really going to do something well. So if you're tired of working for the man or whoever else, this is a time that, you should go for it. Go start something on your own. You can be your own boss, and that is a sign of a successful self-employment career. What have we learned from the past that would help in this situation? We learned that justice is on your side. Okay, when you set your intentions to do something for the good, that helps you with anything. It does start with intentions, all right? You gotta have your intentions, can't be greedy. They can't be for just so you only gain and nobody else does. And you know this from past experiences, probably because you've maybe have been on the receiving end of some kind of greed or something that's kind of screwed you up a little bit. Okay, and who knows, maybe you want to go and be a lawyer. That could be something too, right? Just for some of those out there. What is the higher good? Five of action. Okay, so for the higher good, you might have been in conflict with somebody that was kind of annoying, and maybe this is what's triggered you to go on your own. Because sometimes when you're working for someone else, and I went through this when I was first starting out doing hair. I worked for somebody, and it just seemed like every time I talked them into a color or a treatment or something of my customers, that the owner of the salon didn't have it. And it was just like, oh my gosh, I'll just go get it on my own. So maybe you're just tired of like not dealing with those little bothersome details. And so, when you rely on others, you know, it's kind of annoying. Whereas if you're in control, the only person you have to blame is yourself. And sometimes, that means you get stuff done because you don't want to hear yourself nagging at yourself. All right, what's around the corner? Choose freedom. You know what? There's a lot of freedom with being self-employed. And this card, yes, is known for the ego side. And sometimes when you're in a big corporation and the corporate greed, and we see a lot of this ego-driven stuff where they really don't care about you so much. They only care about the bottom line, like a number. It's not to be personal. It just is what it is. This is one of those things you got to be mindful. What is your intention behind starting your own business and doing your own thing? Because if it's through fear, that's going to be no bueno, okay? Because, choose freedom. Try not to be in fear when you're going out and doing stuff, because that actually might come up whenever, you're starting a new endeavor. There could be times and things that creep up that it's going to tell you, like your ego, oh, you can't do it, you're not strong enough, you don't know how to do this, blah, 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 or the world's going crazy and it's going to drag you down with it. No. Get rid of the fear-based thinking. You can't have that when you're starting your own career. When you want to manifest something, you need to raise that vibration so that you can attract the thing that you want. Because if you do the lower level vibrations, you're going to attract the things that you don't want, and then it's going to be a big struggle. So a lot of this is about confidence and having the confidence of doing stuff on your own. You have what it takes, but you just got to get that little negativity voice out of your brain, okay? So what is your superpower in this? Your superpower is finding the right partner. You have a gift for attracting people that can help you get where you need to be. So use that, okay? Trust your instincts, all right? I just did a short reading, a little 3-card reading out there that actually is kind of along those lines about finding your people then and your magic and all that kind of stuff. I had something better to say with that, but oops. Sometimes I just get ahead of myself. All right, so what do the outside sources have to offer to bring into this situation? Two of abundance. So you might get a little bit overwhelmed. Also, too, I want to be careful who you share your thoughts with, because there's the naysayers, right, that like to instill fear because they're projecting their own ideals onto you, possibly. So with this card sometimes comes with a little bit of an overwhelming feeling, but this also invites you to have a little fun as you go through your new endeavor. There's always something fun, and there's always something when you're I don't care what you're doing. It could be the best thing you ever like, but there's always going to be some aspect you don't care for. And so you just have to kind of learn how to see if you can incorporate a little bit of fun into that. I don't know what is making that noise, but something is. Okay, what are your hopes or fears? Oh, your hopes are that you can manifest what it is you're trying to get. And guess what? This is the Make a Genie. You have what it takes, okay? Yes, going on your own could be a little scary. Any new venture, anything new is uncomfortable. And yes, people are going to have you're going to have naysayers, but you're also going to have your cheerleaders too. And that's okay. So, and also too, if there is some kind of court decision and stuff, it looks like things are going to end up going your way, because all this stuff is just petty stuff. So let's see what the last seven, what is this, celebration. This right here is the star card. You are on the right path. There is hope. There is a time to celebrate. This is your, you know what, go for it card. This is like your destiny to go and do this. So all the negative stuff that has happened, all the fear-based stuff that has maybe even a court case that has had you in fear is actually going to work out in your favor. And yes, there's a lot going on. There's a lot with your partnerships that's going on. You have a lot of nines here, so there's a lot of these completions happening here. But it all is going to be in the benefit of something new and something financially rewarding as well. So I'm loving this because any of you out there starting something new, this is your, go for it card. Is it going to be easy? No, you got to push through some of these little things that are going to be annoying. And maybe when you have something annoying that's going through, delegate it. This is where you get some partners, somebody to help you with this. I know I'm struggling to find a partner to help me with stuff, but it is what it is, right? I'll figure it out. And when you're doing this, again, your ego's going to kind of come up around the corner here. And I want you to choose freedom. I want you to choose to not be trapped in your own head and let your fears take over. They'll try. They'll try. It's pretty strong. That's our go-to. And Lord knows the outside world has a lot of that going on, which can influence us too. And, oh, well, what if you can't do this? And what if you can't? The whole what if game, but in the negative way. Well, what if you can? What if it's successful? Let's reframe the questioning so that things come out on your side. And we know through having a justice crisis and knowing what to do right is how you can kind of choose this freedom over here. But what's driving this is you have thought about what you wanted in life. You're tired of the little dramas that go on when you're in other situations, which has forced you to kind of go on your own. So when you have these little quarrels or bothersome conflicts or whatever, maybe look at that also and reframe it as, you know what, the universe really has my back. It put these conflicts in here so I can look at things in a different light and then choose the right thing to do for me that's going to be better for me in the long run. And maybe this self-employment, which I kind of think self-employment is what you've been contemplating for quite some time, and now you're getting the messages. This is just one of them. When you're in the manifesting mode, you'll start seeing these validations come up, right? This is one of them. So go for it. I hope whatever you do, let me know in the comments if you've got something a brewing and you've decided to go for it. All right. With that, we're off to a great week, and I'll see you on the shorts. Okay. Bye.